to our motivational moment this morning. And I was thinking about what God is doing in this season and what God wants me to say. Typically don't do the motivational moment, but we have a few people out today for traveling, some of our leaders. And so I'm going to step up and fill in this gap. And as I was thinking about what to say to the people, God was showing me how, and it is funny because what God was showing me with AC, he said it was not just for AC, but he said, be mindful that it is for the people in this house, because what God is doing in 2019, blessings and favor. He said, in order to receive what I have for you, you got to get past yourself. Because a lot of times what we want doesn't necessarily line up with God. And the things that we do does not line up with God. And so you have to ask yourself, where have I been missing God? And how have I completely destroyed my life? Not necessarily destroyed your life, but destroyed the purpose and the plan for what God had for you out of selfishness, attitudes, emotions, neglect. I preached this word on Moses about how Moses never overcame his fears. Moses never overcame people. But Moses was one of the greatest leaders to ever exist. Moses was one that God spoke to. So how was it that Moses fell short and completely destroyed his promise? Because Moses did not hearken unto the voice of God and did not overcome his own fears, did not get over people, and he allowed his destiny to be aborted. And he couldn't blame it on anybody else. Because listen, nobody should, your actions, your reactions should not be determined by the actions of people. Are you hearing me? Your reactions should not be determined by the actions of people. I was ministering to someone in my church, in my store yesterday, and she said, well, I go to this job every day, and these people. And do you know, that's the very same thing that Moses said. These people. And she said, and I ended up falling because of these people. Don't ever let anybody make you miss God's plan. Because you don't like what they say or like what they do. You do you. Okay, how they say, do me, boo, I'm going to do me. You do you, meaning that you do God. You understand what I'm saying? Do what God is telling you to do. You cannot control other people. You never will be able to control other people. Jezebel spirit, that's what that is. Jezebel wanted to control people and manipulate people. If you're operating under that spirit, you'll never win. You just have to be focused on what God put in you to do. And a lot of times we look at other people and what they're doing and what they're saying, but God said, what did I tell you to do? Are you being slack? I really want to challenge you before I sit down. Going into this new year, do you know what God told you to do? 2, will you write down on paper the things that God told you to do and make it plain? And 3, will you set a plan of action in place to do it? Because a lot of times we know what God told us to do, we know what we want to do, but we don't have a plan. And it's like you're going through the motions of life. It's time out for just going through motions of life. It's time to do and be.
That's right.
Because people are dying every single day, and they're not doing and being. They're just living life. So it's time. No more playing with God. No more playing with your purpose. Did God tell you to write a book? Did God tell you to start a business or ministry? Did God tell you to go to another job? Did God tell you to apply for a new position? What did God tell you to do? Did God tell you to get in position at church? Did God tell you to act right in your marriage? What did God tell you? Or go to another level in your marriage? What did God tell you to do? And if he told you, what are you doing to do it? This is just a moment to make you think. Because we all want next level in every area of our lives, but we don't do the work to make it happen. So do it. Finish strong, finish 2018 knowing what you're about to do in 2019. Do you know? Because some of y'all are going to go into 2018 not knowing what's going to happen, going to end 2018, not knowing what to expect in 2019 because you don't have a plan. Have a plan for your life. Amen? Y'all receive that? Amen.